Hello and welcome to the Beat 'em Up Wrestling June 24th, 2020 AEW Dynamite review. It's been one hell of a week in the wrestling world, so
Yeah.
we are going to get straight into the AEW thing.
Yeah. Just our thoughts go out to everybody. We support you. We hear you. We stand with you.
Yeah.
We weren't really sure what we were gonna do after all everything that came out. Um, but remember that there's a lot of good women and some men who still deserve our support out there. We would like to hope that not everybody is a monster.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we're gonna get into some good wrestling that the good guys and girls at AEW put out tonight. So yeah, we start off with the lumberjack match of Wardlow and Luchasaurus, which was insane.
Yeah, there was some really crazy things done here. Marco Stunt being thrown is one of them.
Yeah, like he was catapulted out of something. I don't even know who threw him. Was it Brandon? Somebody threw him. I don't think it was Brandon. I don't know who it was, but he just looked like he just became. He was just there. Just shot up straight in the air. But I think this is one of Luchasaurus' best matches that I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
this is a great match.
I'm happy Wardlow won though.
Oh yeah,
I think Wardlow needed this
not
win.
cleanly. It was good. Yeah, definitely.
And protect the Luchasaurus and Wardlow coming on top is good. So this sets up for a match that will be done on Fyter Fest. This is a take-home show, by the way, before Fyter Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So this sets it up for Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus against MJF and Wardlow. That's going to be an interesting match.
Mm-hmm.
Jungle Boy and MJF are like becoming a really good feud. I think everything going well with the company and everything. This is kind of like their Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart feud. I think we've said that a couple of times already.
Yeah, that they're definitely going to be the two people to look out for, going forward. But yeah, it's just the dynamic between them is great. This was just a great match. It was a great. I wasn't sure because sometimes Luchasaurus does come off a little slower, and we haven't seen much of Wardlow. But damn, this was a hell of a good way to start off Dynamite. I mean, literally, it started off with a bang. And it just felt like there was good flow tonight. There's a couple of card changes that we'll get into as we get to them. But yeah, no, definitely a good match. Definitely a great way to start off Dynamite. Definitely worth watching. So if you didn't catch it, catch it.
Yep.
Then we get into Hikaru Shida. They didn't announce who she was fighting. She's going against Red Velvet, who was on Dark.
Yeah, she had a tag team match against Allie and Brandy.
Yeah. And I was hoping to see a little outing from her, but actually it sucks because I always want the other talent to get pulled over a little bit more. But seeing angry Sheeta, because Penelope was kind of like, hackling her outside, she came in, gave her the knee, and then just took her ass out, man.
This was a good setup for again. This is going to be night one, so this is next week already. The AEW Women's Championship is going to be on the line. The match itself was really quick. It was just a running knee and a Falcon Arrow.
Yeah.
But what was set up was Hikaru Shida doesn't even celebrate the win. She just runs out, starts attacking Penelope. Kip gets in the way. Kip's glasses get broken.
Slaps the glasses off his face.
Poor Sparks comes out and he gets hit in the eye.
Yeah, he's like, I just been here for like a week, and he's getting like the brunt of the girls fighting. But yeah, a lot of people were kind of upset that was a quicker match for Sheeta, but she doesn't have those matches. She doesn't do this type of thing. But to see the anger and the passion was a different side of Sheeta, so I appreciated that.
Yeah, I think Penelope and Sheeta could have a really good feud, and hopefully it doesn't come to an end in Fyter Fest, and I hope they like spread it out more because I think both of them have really good chemistry in the ring. We've seen some matches with them in it.
Yeah.
And I just want to see them like brew this a little bit longer.
Yeah. Then we get into the press conference of Cody and Jake. It starts off with Cody and his team, literally his whole damn team. Minus QT Marshall, which we'll still get into a little bit in a couple seconds. So Arn does a promo.
Cody does a good promo.
And then Jake does show up with his wife, and words are being, they're doing the whole little stand thing, and then Hager puts his fist against Cody, and then Cody slaps it, he bucks up, and then Dustin, which is funny because Dustin's face is like half painted in a suit.
He has a suit and he painted his face. But I like this. This made it seem like the TNT title is something prestigious. It gave it a big fight feel.
And like a spectacle, spectacle. I'm sorry.
It doesn't seem like it's a mid card belt. You know how like in another company, like their U.S. title or something, it's just okay. It's just a throwaway belt that you give somebody.
Yeah. And once again, they talked about it not being finished.
Yeah.
He was kind enough because everybody likes to. You get flooded on the internet, and I work and I don't have time to do stuff. I don't have time to always be on wrestling media. And he was just like, the people who were doing the belt are probably contracted by the con.
Yeah.
By Tony Khan.
So I think they're a Florida company in Jacksonville, and the ones that are supposed to finish the belt right now switched their production to do ventilators, which is more important than finishing up a title. So
especially in areas that are increasing in numbers.
Florida, 5,000 today alone.
So and we'll get into a little bit of that too. So funniest part of the promo for me is when Cody turned around and Jake's wife threw water in his face, and he was like, hit. There's this funny little noise comes out of Cody, and I just laughed.
No, I enjoyed this. Like I said, it makes the belt mean something. Not at the level of the World Heavyweight Championship, which it shouldn't, but at least it makes it seem like it's not just a throwaway belt. It's not a belt that you just put on a mid-carder just to give them something to fight for. Like this legitimately makes this belt good.
Yeah. Then we get the amazing Colt Cabana, Brody Lee versus Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. This match was perfectly fine.
I think Colt Cabana and Brody Lee, you could tell they haven't been tag teaming. So
there's
a little off spots there.
But it makes sense because he's the more of the higher up figure. Yeah. And it's kind of like you didn't know the dynamic between the two.
But Joey and Sonny, I want this tag team to actually take off. They have so much chemistry. If you guys have seen them work on Dark, they do amazing double team and tag team attacks. I like that they're actually their gear is starting to become more of a tag team kind of thing.
Yeah, they're committing to it, which is cool. So like, I don't think Brody and Colt are gonna be a tag team. Yeah, I'm not really sure where that's gonna go. And that's fine because we have like Hangman and Kenny and things like that. But we do need true tag teams, and the fact that they're gonna go for it and go the distance, I give a lot of support and love to Joey and Sonny.
I think this is just Brody because there was a lot of interference from the Dark Order for them to win, so they didn't win cleanly. And I think this is just Brody using Colt Cabana's desperation for a win against them and pretty much getting him in a cult, which is what cults do. They use what you want the most against you. And so, it's a good storyline here.
Yeah, and Sonny and Joey put off some good moves, too.
Yeah, they were good.
And Brody handled everything, too. There was a couple of missteps that Brody was able to sell, and it looked believable. So it was nice to see 4 talented athletes in the ring that you normally wouldn't see together, but we're seeing more of. We're going to be seeing them for Fyter Fest, too. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, so it's set up for... I think it's Stu Grayson, Colt Cabana, and Brody. They issued a challenge to SCU.
Yeah, which include, like I said, all of SCU.
So we talked about this before, how they all of a sudden just dropped the Brody Lee SCU thing. Well, they brought it full circle now. Yeah. So it looks like Brody Lee was just looking for a recruit to be able to take out the SCU. To be a third person,
and Colt having the talent. I think he feels like his team was missing that.
Yeah, in order to finish the feud they had with SCU, which I like that. They're tying the knot.
Yeah, so let's see if they win it, and let's see if this would become a thing where it's Brody Lee versus Colt Cabana, which would set up a nice little actual match between the two of them. Yeah. But that might be the end goal. I don't know.
The dirt sheet is also that Scorpio Sky is going to focus more on a singles. Yeah. So we could possibly see something happening with SCU.
Yeah. So getting into it, FTR was actually supposed to go against the Natural Nightmares, but unfortunately QT Marshall was exposed to somebody. Mm-hmm. So in proper measures, they had him stay home and get evaluated by a doctor and self-quarantine. We hope the best for him.
Yeah, he's not positive or anything like that. This is just precautions.
So they removed him from the card, which is great what they did, and instead they had Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniel go against FTR, which actually ended up being a damn good match.
Yeah, this was my favorite match of the night.
It was, once again, like, I wasn't really big on FTR, but you know what though, I think it's the other company just didn't know how to handle them right.
Yeah, they just did some old school tag team wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, it was just amazing.
And CD looks good. I mean, that's, CD does good, and Frankie, he can do a little bit of both. But I mean, this was a really good match, and it was just weird to see that. So FTR, of course, gets to win, but they're interrupted by the Butcher and the Blade that are in their truck, because now they drive up to the ring. That's their thing.
I like that truck though.
Yeah, the truck is nice. So the Butcher and Blade are out there, and they're talking about them having, it's a really good butchering truck to put their stuff
meat.
in, it's their meat in. But who's behind them? Who's behind him? The one man we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
Who's with him? Oh yeah, it's Phoenix.
Phoenix is completely healed and ready to go. Butcher and the Blade set up a challenge. It's going to be the Lucha Brothers, Butcher and the Blade, versus the Young Bucks and FTR.
Which is going to be insane.
I hope what's going to happen is FTR turns on the Young Bucks here.
Yes, because they need to stop this whole camaraderie thing. Yeah. This is like, nobody believes it.
Yeah. So I hope
if it's a thing, this is weird, and I have to like stomach that, which is weird.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say here too, Kenny and Phoenix, if y'all don't do it, you win against Pentagon and All In, you need to go against Phoenix at All Out for that Triple A. You got to do it, dude. You got to do it, because us Hispanic people, you need to give what you gave other Hispanics on their station. Bring it to the main card.
If there's a match that you guys need to go find, if you haven't seen it, is the Triple A Phoenix versus Omega, the Mega Championship match. The one where Kenny gets the belt. It was like,
because then they had a rematch for it, but Kenny still retained.
Yeah, but the original, the first one was.
It was like 30 plus minutes of amazingness.
Yeah.
And
hard hitting. Yeah. It was just classic. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kenny cleaner attacks, and
it was quick. It was devastating. They looked tired. They looked like it was like the perfect story arcs.
It was a battle.
Oh, it was good. It was really good. I could even say it was probably better than All Ins with him and Phoenix. I mean, Pentagon. Sorry. Even though that was a damn good match. But no. When I'm telling you, it was one of my favorite matches. It was my favorite matches.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, please. Okay, so we go into Brian Cage, who was supposed to be Jon Moxley. He has to self-quarantine, so he will be doing that.
Yeah. He was also exposed to somebody, so he has to take the precautions, and hopefully he'll be ready for in 2 weeks.
They're all getting tested already. They've already said they've getting tested, so they're just waiting for that, and hopefully all is well. So Brian Cage
takes out John Cruz.
Yeah. So which was painful, because when he takes out people, he takes them out.
He literally just makes quick work out of them, and then Taz cuts a really good promo.
Yeah.
Saying that that Moxley is using a BS excuse.
Yeah, he's using a doctor's note as an excuse.
He's afraid of the machine that is Brian Cage.
So then, good promo, and another good promo, we get Britt Baker talking crap again, sends a letter to Tony Schiavone, who's talking crap about Big Swole, and then Big Swole decides to come out and basically harass Britt Baker, who is covered in plexiglass to keep herself from being protected from other people, and being
thrown into another garbage like she did last week.
And this time, Big Swole gets on top of her chair,
on top of the little cart that she has.
Decked out cart with her wine this time. I'm like, what? Every 5 seconds it gets an upgrade, but threw trash on her, which was great.
Because she had plexiglass all around her except for the top, and Big Swole used
her screaming Reba is probably one of the funniest things that I've heard. And then so they cut to the next match, right? And it's Santana versus Matt Hardy, right? And they don't cut off Britt Baker's mic, so you still faintly hear them screaming.
Mm-hmm. I like that they kept it on. Actually.
Yeah, that was actually pretty funny, and I like the fact that they were still like hassling her.
Because just because things move on doesn't mean that people just automatically just drop what they were doing. So it was good.
Yeah.
Then we get the Matt Hardy versus Santana. So Santana stepped in because of a last minute change. We won't get into that because I really don't want
Yeah, we
to
all
even
know
mention people right now. But
we
yeah,
all know who it was. So
Santana did an amazing showcase here.
yeah,
Matt Hardy is not the best in-ring performer. All those years of being carefree with his body have taken a toll to it. But what I like about Matt Hardy is that he's able to tell a story. And so I don't think, like, there's people that give him crap because he can't move as well as others, but you don't need to move like a, I don't know, young 30-year-old
yeah.
wrestler if you could tell a story. And that's what it was. This was really good storytelling. Santana worked off really well from him, and it was just a good match, I think.
My only gripe is that every time we see Santana Ortiz on the main card, they lose. They win only in dark. There's still a bigger slate of people who could have gone against Matt Hardy, if they wanted to do a match. I know, I just,
Yeah, they wanted to keep it in a circle.
yeah. So like, that's my only gripe, is that I'm kind of tired of seeing them lose, because it kind of makes it feel like their whole reason why they were there is kind of
Yeah.
like null and voided.
But I think in this one, he didn't come off as a joke.
He
Like
didn't come
normally.
off as a joke.
So
They
I
didn't
think,
have a joke.
yeah.
You had Ortiz out there still hackling, doing what he
Yeah.
does good, doing what he does best. I mean, and so that added to it.
Yeah.
But I do hope that in the very near future we see them starting to pick up some
Yeah,
wins
I hope
that
so
are
too.
not on dark.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And so finally we get into the last little tit for tat, which was Orange Cassidy and Chris Jericho doing their face off, setting up they're on the second, so 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks from this Wednesday, they'll be on the second night of Fyter Fest. Yeah, words are exchanged.
Yeah.
Jericho kind of seemed a little old in this one. I don't know if it was just Orange seems like he's a millennial or some shit. But
Orange Cassidy, without saying too much, looked like a complete badass.
Yeah, he did, and it made Jericho look like a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, like
he really did.
The way, and I think Jericho did this on purpose to build up Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Because Jericho does a good promo to start it off, but then Orange Cassidy just goes at
Rails on him.
There's blood, unintentional blood.
There's always unintentional blood.
He sliced his ear somehow, but it just added to the whole atmosphere of it. Like, yes, Orange Cassidy's nonchalant. Yes, Orange Cassidy is lazy. He's the king of sloth style, all that. But when he turns it on, and he looked like a complete badass, and he stood tall above Jericho, who was on the ground. I think I wasn't sure how they were gonna build this up for Fyter Fest. I was like, okay, I wonder what they're doing with it. But I think they did a good job, and I'm actually looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Night 1 is definitely stacked.
Yeah.
But night 2 has Mox versus Brian Cage, which does give him time to get cleared and get better. Hopefully nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be interesting matches, man. It's just interesting all the way around. A lot of good stuff. They haven't said who Nyla's gonna go against. They did announce Nyla.
Yeah, she'll be in action night 2. Also.
Yeah, night 2. And we got best friend versus Kenny and Hangman. Anybody else we haven't mentioned that wasn't on today? I think that's about it.
Yeah, all the belts will be on the line.
Yep.
So it's gonna be good. I just, again, women's division, they need more than one match per Dynamite.
I'll give them a pass today because there was a little bit of a promo.
Mm-hmm.
There was a promo with Britt. They had the match, and then they mentioned Nyla, so it was kind of like they did a little bit more than they usually do. It's only 2 hours. I mean, if they went 3 hours, would that be too long?
No.
You know,
but I think that you could build the women's division within the 2 hours, giving them a little bit more, because especially since today Sheeta only had like a
2-second match.
2-second match.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Can't argue with that one. All right, guys, that's our wrap up for Dynamite. We will see you next week for the night 1 of Fyter Fest.
Yep.
Till then, take care, and we'll see you guys soon.